right, Detroit, we are back. So, we're up here in year number 4, following up our Stanley Cup year. And, I mean, so we don't have... What's interesting is Larkin, after winning a Stanley Cup, Larkin dropped back down to an 89 instead of being up at a 90-91. But I still think this is the deepest team we've ever had. I still think this is the best team we've ever had. We're only getting better every single year. So realistically, I don't see this being a bad year. We started off 5-2-1, which isn't that bad. Unfortunately, it looks like our second line and our first line actually they're giving up too many goals compared to what they're putting in. The fact that they have pretty much the same plus minus as our like third and fourth line is kind of wild. I would like that to change a little bit. Hopefully they can start burying the puck more than they are letting it in while they're out there. But honestly, I think, let me just make sure we've got our scouts sent out. Let's see. We have a couple missing here. Let's see. Anybody here? Doesn't look like it, and it looks like we have Hewitt kinda scouted. Kinda. So then for these guys, what I'll go ahead and do is do potential in comparison all the way until January. So go ahead and get those guys scouted. Let's see, what about these guys here? We can just go ahead and do them all. It's good with me. And then this guy I'm pretty sure didn't have anybody, so we'll just do find prospects. And we'll do entire season. And then Vanek. Gotta get back out there, so we'll get him back. Just make sure he's back yet right at the beginning of January, so we can go down that far. And then rest of world, just go ahead and do the find prospects as well. So this video is mainly going to be simulation. We're going to see how the team goes throughout the year. If things aren't going well for certain stretches, maybe mix things up. But as of right now, 5-2-1. If we do that every 8 games, we're going to be a great team. So, because what? That'll be 10-4-2, 15-6, and yeah, I mean, that would be an unreal team. So if every 8 game stretch we can win 5, that'll really be pleasant. So let's go ahead and get one more month here. Let's get November done. We got a 6-3 win and then a 5-2 loss. They want to give us Jake Wallman back for a 4th and a 5th. I don't think we need him now. 2-1 win, 3-1 win. Lombardi's been injured. 6-5 win. A shootout loss. Are we 10-4? We're 9-3. We're 10-3-2. Okay. Go ahead and best lines with Lombardi back. There's a 5-2 loss, but back with a 2-1 win, 6-5 win, 6-4 win, 5-2 win. All right, so what do we got here? We're 14-4-2. We're at the top of our division. We're at the top of the NHL. So let's get these last 2 done here. There's another win and another win. All right, so we're 16-4-2. So we definitely have a lock on the top spot in the NHL right now. DeBrinket's sitting at 15 goals in 22 games. He's having himself a good year. So we're about a quarter of the way through the season. Let's go ahead and see what we're looking like. So Larkin's over point per game. DeBrinket's over. Raymond's about point per game. So is Sider. Konechny is pretty decent right there. All right. So not too bad. I wish Gavin was producing a little more on that second line. Yeah, I think you guys were right. We need a sniper on that second line. We've got we've got Konechny and Comfer on the second line. I wonder if we could find a sniper to put with them and get rid of one of those guys. Actually, we're going to take a peek here. I'm going to look around the league for a second. I will be right back. All right, guys. So I'm here. I think I found a player we could move him for. I think I found a player we could replace. We got Seth Jarvis here. Now, he's got Relentless. He's got 1T. He's a sniper player type, so hopefully he would be able to score some goals. Now, I am just deciding if we're going to put Seth Jarvis on the team, which of those guys do we replace him for? So we could move him for either Konechny or Comfer. Now, I'm thinking they both have 2 years left, I'm pretty sure. No, Konechny has 1 year left, so moving Konechny would probably be the smarter option. But Comfer is older. We'd still have years left in Konechny. We could re-sign him for like 3 or 4 years after this year. And still have him with this whole crew right here. With Sider, DeBrincat, Gavin, Raymond, Larkin. Even Casper and Edvinson fall into that category. So, I'm thinking we try it with JT Comfer. Right there, I think it could go 1-for-1. I really do. And Seth Jarvis is still kind of young. He's still 20. Well, he's still very young. He's still 24 years old. So he also adds to that core. So I'm going to try it 1-for-1. The value looks like it's way on our side compared to theirs. So I'm going to try it just like this. The Hurricanes would want to mix stuff up. They're 8-10-1. They want to mix stuff up. Let's see. There we go. All right. So we got a sniper for the second line. So let's see here. Now, our team was playing well, but I think it could play even better with a sniper on that second line. So, let's go ahead and edit lines here. So, what are we looking at? We've got they for some reason putting Jarvis on the third line. Let's go ahead and go like that. So swap those guys around. And then who do we have? Scratch. Bergen, Veleno, Costin. So why Veleno, or why Beauvillier instead of Veleno? Let's see. Okay. I mean, I'm going to keep Veleno playing. He's got 15 points in 22 games. Yeah, I'm going to keep him playing. For sure. Konechny, Gavin, and Jarvis now. Because we got our playmaker down the middle in Gavin. We've got our two-way forward in Konechny. And then we have our sniper and Jarvis. So hopefully we can get them going. We've got... Is Larkin a playmaker? Yeah, Larkin's a playmaker. DeBrincat the sniper. And Raymond the two-way forward. So we've got that on our top 6 on both lines now. So that looks pretty good. We've got Sider, Hannafin. Okay. I'm good with that the way it is. I wish we had better chemistry on defense. But I'm good with it the way it is. And then scratched, yeah, I mean, we have 3 forwards, which isn't ideal. Let's see. So the last thing I'm going to look at before we continue simulating is just the overalls of like the guys down there. So let's see, in the system. So Muse is setting at a 79. His role is depth defenseman. I'm going to keep him playing in the AHL this year. Next year he will probably come up to the NHL. But for now, the Red Wings are looking damn good. We are top of the NHL at 34 points. 16-4-2. We added that sniper to our second line, so hopefully the goal scoring will start with them as well. And I think let's go ahead and get through one more month here. We got another win. It's a 4-2 loss. That's all right. We just can't take too many in a row. All right, Soderblom's back. There's a 3-1 win, 4-3 loss. Konechny is injured with an abdominal strain December 18th, so he's going to be... We can go ahead and best lines it for these injuries because we know we got a good team no matter what. All right, 2 wins and then a loss. Best lines for Palika getting injured. Oh, that sucks. All right, best lines for Konechny coming back. All right. So we're 23-8-2, 7-0 win, and 2-1 loss. So that month wasn't as great for us. We are still top of the NHL though, even though that month did not feel that good. We ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses that month. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We were 8-5, and we're still at the top of the NHL. And I think most of our months are going to be better than 8-5. We'll go ahead and get one more month. Actually, where are we right now? We are halfway through the season. 35 games. All right, let's go ahead and just go 6 more games. We'll do like a mid-season wrap-up to see how we're doing. So, let's see. That'll be past this Nashville game here. I want to stay at the top of the NHL. Oh, no. That loss to Boston, really? Oh, my God. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Strung together 4 losses in a row. Come on. All right, we're still tied for top of the NHL. Even with 4 losses in a row, we're still tied for top with the Bruins and the Islanders, but I don't think we're going to do too many 4 losses in a row. So first thing I want to look at is injury report, because we did see a bunch of those come up, but I don't know how many came back. I think, okay, we actually have none, so that's interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the stats, see how we're looking. So the Brinket is over point per game. Sider is over point per game. He's having himself a great year at a plus 36. Raymond's at point per game. Larkin's at point per game. Seth Jarvis, actually. Hang on. Since he's come to us, he's got 11 points in 19 games. I mean, the 6 goals is good. I just wish he would have a little bit more points. Because, I mean, that would be a 25 goal scorer on the second line, roughly. So I'm not too worried about that. That's not any big concern of mine. Andrew Kopp is a plus 21. That's good. So that second line can't get the puck out of the net. We got Jordan Gavin as a minus, Jarvis and Konechny as minuses. Other than that, we have pretty much no minuses. Jordan Gavin is up to an 85 though. Probably because of Gavin. He's got no defensive awareness, no shot blocking. I just got to play him though. Like I have to stick through it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at goalie stats here. Yeah, I mean, they're both playing pretty good. 900 plus save percentage on both of them with decent goals against. This seems like a goal scoring league, we've found out. So 21, 10 and 3, not bad. 5 and 2 as backup, not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at where our special team stats fall. So goals for per game, we're scoring the most. But goals against per game, the reason the Boston is ahead of us is they're giving up less. Total power plays, we are on the power play the second most. Our power play percentage could definitely be better. I mean, so could Boston's though. If Boston is who we're competing with, then we're not doing too bad. Power play goals against, we're giving up way too many. Yeah, our penalty kill sucks. We're dead last in penalty kill right now. Okay, so we need to figure out something for the penalty kill, which is what we had done a couple seasons before. And we ended up picking up Brian Dumoulin as a defensive defenseman. So our penalty kill sucks. We're just gonna go look at who are the best defensive players, best defensive defensemen in the NHL. So, defense with defense at least 4.5 stars. Let's see. What do we got here? So we're gonna have all the top defensemen, obviously. Victor Hedman doesn't have much trade value anymore. All right, so let's sort by defensive category. Here we go. And then we're looking. So like Roman Josi has like little trade value. He's still got 2 years left, though. I wouldn't do that. Let's see. Small trade value right here. Brett Pesce, 3 years left at 5.5, though. I wouldn't want to take that on. 2 years left at 6 mil for Jonas Brodin. No, I wouldn't really want to take that on. Ekblad had a little too much trade value there. A Siegenthaler, though. Jonas Siegenthaler, he's a minus 13. He's got great defensive stats, though. 2 years left at 3.4. That's not a bad contract, either. Brandon Carlo. Boston wouldn't trade away a guy that's working. But, depends on how the Devils are performing. They might get rid of Siegenthaler. Let's see. I'm going to just take a look at him. Doesn't look like a bad guy to pick up for me. They're buyers. They're 18, 17, and 5. I don't know if I'd be able to get him. Because, I mean, it would be like Muse and a pick. If I wanted to get Siegenthaler. Probably like Muse and they don't want any of these. So, like, Muse. That 5th. That's close, and they want both of those guys. But Muse is our guy. He's one of our defensemen of the future. He's already 79 overall, only 20 years old. Why has he not played more than 6 games? Wait, what? I don't know. I don't think we have enough assets, though. I think we just got to run our team the way it is. Unfortunately, I think we just have to run our team the way it is. So, okay. Now I just want to check on why isn't Henry Muse playing? Go ahead and do head coach preferred. Henry Muse. Okay. Yeah, he needs to be playing. I don't know why he wasn't playing. That's a little frustrating. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and swap back over to the NHL here. And there we go. So, honestly, I mean, we're tied for the best team in the NHL. There's no reason why we'd have to panic right now. This looks like a playoff year for sure. And we know when we get to the playoffs, we can perform. So, let's finish out the month here. Here we go. Just don't string together any more losses. There we go. We strung together 3 more wins. That's good. 4 more wins. 5 more wins. 6 more wins. And then a point in overtime. Yeah, I mean, wow. The Bruins kept up with us, though. They're 31, 12, and 6. They're at 68 points, too. Woof. All right. So, I mean, we're going to be competing with them for the top of the league. That's what it looks like. So what are we at? We're about 20 minutes in this video. Okay, let's go one more month then. So let's just go ahead and get up to the end of this month. Iafallo has been injured. We'll go ahead and best lines it. I got a shootout win against Philly. Iafallo's back. All right, perfect. Best lines. All right, there's a 4-2 loss, but we come back with a win. That's okay. We got a point in one of those games. We got another point. There's another win and another win and another win. All right, so we're still at the top of the league. We're fighting for a President's Trophy here. We're 38, 14, and 6. Okay. So, DeBrincat is still over point per game. That's really nice. Don't advance a day. All right, so here we go. Let's go into edit lines because it keeps on doing this. And this is not how I want the lines to be set to be suited up. We want Raymond on the top line. We want Konechny over here. We want Seth Jarvis over here. We want Iafallo on the left. Yeah, this is how I want it. Casper's grown to an 84, which is good. Gavin's grown to an 85, which is good. Sider's at an 89. Edvinson and Palika are still at their good overalls. Larson is dropping off, unfortunately, but we can just replace him in next year's offseason with free agency or something. So Larkin is at 58 points in 58 games. Raymond is at 58 points in 58. Do they have the exact same? No, they don't. But they're both at 58 points in 58 games. He is at 62 points. Seth Jarvis has not really done anything. Jordan Gavin is up at 38 points. Okay, that's good. He's up at 35. Not bad. He's up at 39 on the third line. 27 and 25. Sprong is at 27. He's having himself a decent year down there. All right. So, I mean, we're at the top of the NHL. There are some guys I wish were performing better, but something's working. We're winning a lot of games. So you guys let me know down in the comments what you think might even be able to make the team better. I mean, we're top of the NHL right now. We're at 82 points. We're tied for top of the NHL with the Bruins. So you guys let me know what we could possibly do to make this a President's Trophy winning team, because that's pretty much all we haven't done so far. We've made the playoffs all 3 years. We've won the Stanley Cup. We just haven't won the President's Trophy. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think we could do to try to make that happen. And the other thing I'll mention is I am on the road to monetization on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. We just cracked 300 the other day, so thank you guys for that. But most of my watch time is coming from non-subscribed people. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, it helps a lot. It'll help me on the road to making this a full-time thing. I can put a lot more time and effort into it. I can get some better equipment so the content looks better, sounds better, feels better. So if you guys can do that, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.